let me see the camera. I'll show people what's hitting. Just hand it to me. You can leave it recorded. It's okay. So let me show you what's going on here with all the noise. See that skid plate right there? Whoever built this thing didn't clearance anything in the rear end. I haven't strung it yet for alignment, but it's hitting that skid plate and it's going to tear the tear the crap out of the pinion bearing. Okay, I think we're going to be okay once I adjust this over. Okay. Okay, so that one's going to come loose. Try not to punch myself in the face here. Boy. All right, well that should be plenty of clearance, I hope, because 3/8, I probably brought it over an inch. Yeah, at least an inch I brought it over. Can strain it when I get home and check the alignment, but boy, that's not good. When I heard that noise, I was like, ouch. Well, it just goes to show you, somebody spent a fortune on this Jeep, put all this stuff on it. Nobody ever had it off-road. I mean, there wasn't a mark on this Jeep. Mm-hmm. I mean, you couldn't take it off-road. I mean, they would have heard that. You know what I mean? They went, oh, what the heck is going on? Well, that's a wrap. That's why we carry tools. I don't think it's going to hit now. I have no idea how my tracking is from front to rear, but I got a feeling nobody knew beforehand. But at least it's not going to hit. Constrain it when I get home. See where the rear end's at. All right. Hong, if you want to turn that off, brush the dirt off me.
Okay.
Put this Jeep back together, we'll get out of here. All right, well, before this, I'm going to show you a video of all the noise before this. There's a clearance issue. This is a pretty nicely built Jeep, but it's actually, the problem I have isn't bad. It just means that I'm correct in thinking that whoever built this Jeep never took it off-road. It's impossible, because as soon as you would stuff the right rear and flex, the yoke gets into the skid plate. Look at how much it tore out of that. Just tears the crap out of it. So this thing was never off-road, which is a good thing. It didn't damage anything. So I'm gonna get in here and cut this out a little bit more. Let me turn this around a little bit here. Talking the other way. Get this clearance a little bit. Right now I've got the rear end shifted over to the driver's side too much, because when we were trail riding, I went farther than I needed to just to make sure this didn't hit anymore and do any damage till we got back home. So I'm gonna get in here and clearance this a little bit, and then I need to get this on the floor and string it and realign the rear end with the front a little bit, because right now it's definitely not tracking properly. Drives fine, it's just not tracking right. So anyway, we'll get this done. I've had a request from a few subscribers and people to do a walk around on my Jeeps and maybe a little shop time. We've been doing lots of projects in here. I say we, me. My son helps me sometimes. A little bit of video, but not much, showing you all the modifications we do, repairs, updates, tuning, maintenance, etc. So I think we'll do some of that down the road, and maybe you'll enjoy that. So right now I'm going to get to grinding some steel off this baby. That's breaking some rules. I shouldn't be grinding on the edge of a skinny wheel because they will break. Let me grab my big one on my battery tool. Yeah, if you use a skinny wheel like that on its edge, you got to be careful because they will explode. Well, that should be enough clearance, I hope. You know, hopefully you don't get up here. There is a skid plate on the gas tank, but I don't think it's not going up that high, just enough to hit this, so I think I'm good. Definitely don't want to get into the gas tank. So I'll get this shifted back over. Man, metal shavings all over me. I thought when I quit racing cars, I was done getting covered with metal shavings and grinding and cutting stuff. Apparently not. All right, blow some of this, these metal shavings out of here, get a little paint on that, and get this thing down and align the rear end. All right, I don't know if this is a very good picture or not, but I know where I was before it hit on the trail, so I'm gonna go ahead and just move it over a little bit before I get it on the ground, because I know it has to go over. That's a little easier than on the trail. A lot of times I take this gun with me on the trail, but I didn't have it last time. All right, baby, which way you going? There you go, come to Papa. These clamps spin, which is nice, because this one needs to be about here. Same thing with this. Get them both in the same place. Got to clear the exhaust. Don't want these clamps hitting anything. That's probably pretty good right there. That's not going to hit nothing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tighten them just in case I'm lucky and it's where I want it. But probably be loosening them again. And these, you gotta be careful with the torque. You don't want these things on high torque. You'll be over tightening stuff. It's a pretty strong gun. So I'm gonna cut the video, but I'm gonna go get a wrench and torque this, because torquing things with one of these guns, it really isn't a good idea. You can over tighten the crap out of stuff with these things. So I'll get another wrench and then I'll get this thing off the lift and see where we're at. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. So the strings are run, and I know that I'm off almost 7/8 of an inch. So I need to do half of that distance, which is 3/8, and then it'll be square. If I adjust this and go back up in there, then I gotta redo the strings again. So really all I need to do is take a reference point. Trying to figure out where to do it is what I'm going to do. Here, sorry about the camera. I'm gonna get a measurement off the rim to the track bar, which on center is exactly 7 inches. So from the inside of the rim right there in the bead, I've got 7 inches. I'm gonna move that over 3/8, and that's good enough. That's how we're gonna do this. I've already got the bolts loose, so I'll move this over here in a second. So even though I knew how far to move that over and I'd be happy with it, I went ahead and did the strings anyway, just to kind of show you. So one is, you know, you have to roll the car forward, and we have to have the wheel straight. And that's easy because you can see toe in or toe out with the string. So now I got my string where I'm basically almost in contact with the back. And up here, I got maybe about a 1/8 inch of toe in, which is probably about normal on the front. And so now on the back all the way around, I went around, measured it. This side, I have a 1/16 of an inch when I measured it, equal on the back, so it's square. Measured that at a 1/16. Come on over to this side. If you remember the big gap I had in the string before, it's not there. About a 1/16 of an inch front and back. So that's pretty square. Square enough for a Jeep to go beat trails. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We've been changing springs on shocks, doing maintenance, I mean, all kinds of stuff, the Jeeps. we've posted, I think, 59 videos now. We're going almost every weekend. So behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in here in the shop. Fortunately, I can do most of the work myself. I have one really good friend of mine who's the top mechanic in town. And when there's a few things above my pay grade, he comes over and we'll do a few things. Like we got to put new rocker arms in this. I'm just going to do the maintenance. All the rockers are coming out. That's going to get replaced. I'm not doing that. My buddy's a pro at it. And so he's going to come over and get it done. So anyway, sorry about the shaky video. If I had somebody to help me film doing this, I could probably make a little better video. Sorry, a little shaky. But anyway, probably get my son in here. My kid Mason's been dying to help me make some videos, so I think we'll let him. So anyway, that's that. So out of the shop it goes.